Hey Aquarius, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright guys, so I have your August spread that I'm going to do for you. I know with the last video that I posted, you guys were confused as to whether it was for July or for August. It was just a bonus for July, okay? So let's get into it and let's see what's going on. And then I do have a little guest here who's going to be making the reading a little difficult, but we'll find a way to get it done. Alright. This is Mr. Catrick Swayze. What is going on for the sign of Aquarius in the month of August? Past, present, and future for the sign of Aquarius. Let's see what is going on. Let me move my computer back just a bit. There we go. Alright, what is going on for the sign of Aquarius? Hey, you gotta let me do this, bud, okay? Alright, one more shuffle. Card keeps wanting to fall. So, two cards came out. It's the Ace of Swords in the reverse and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So, you might be getting out of a mental trap that you may have been in, or just something that you feel trapped in regularly. But there could be some arguments surrounding that, okay? Sorry, guys. I just like these cards nice and shuffled. So, when I split the deck, it's good. Alright. Okay. So, the energy for your reading is the King of Cups, okay? So there could be a water sign in your life that's very significant for you at this time. But this is usually just, the King of Cups, it does bring a healing energy as well. So this is just, someone who is taking the characteristics of someone who's loving, caring, very genuine, provides for their family, takes care. Now, if this is a person in terms of a love interest, we do have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Four of Cups behind it. So there's somebody who may be very loving in the situation and may be offering something to someone else, but the person, it's like they're not taking it. They're kind of just looking at this offer here, okay? Because the King of Pentacles is somebody who doesn't do something out of passion. They do it because they're just used to it. It's habit for them. So that might be why either you're hesitating to accept something or someone's hesitating to accept something from you. Just because they don't know if it's something that they want. They could just be bored with the situation. This could be in terms of work. It could be, asked to have a job change or something. You're like, but do I really like this place? Like, do I still want to stay here just in a different department? Like that sort of thing where you're kind of just looking at the offer, but you don't know if that's the route you want to take. All right. So in the past, the first card you have is the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so this could be a lot of money coming in, a lot of abundance, an inheritance, but just a large sum. But this is just you feeling abundant overall, which is really beautiful. Okay. Let's see, two cards popped up here. I'm going to shuffle this because that was from the last reading that I did, guys. So let's just shuffle this a bit. This wants to pop out. We got the Star card, okay? So you're feeling abundant about something, and it's something that was wish fulfillment for you. Now, here you guys are. Oh. So you could have been, really passionate about this thing that was happening for you. But with the Six of Wands in the reverse, you got wish fulfillment. There's abundance, there was passion, but there's something that you weren't proud of. Okay? So everything was good, but there's just like that one thing that was holding you back from going all out and celebrating. Now the next card you have is the Six of Wands. Okay, so with this move, maybe you just didn't feel proud about it. Maybe you didn't feel good about it because the Six of Wands in the reverse is just like you're not having that parade. You're not cascading through the streets or anything like that. Why is the Six of Wands here now? The Tower card. So there's a big change within you. So maybe this is something that you've been wanting. Okay, but for some reason, maybe it's taboo to the people around you. because it's like you seem to be really happy, but something was holding you back. But then it's like you have this change where you're like, well, fuck it. This is good and I'm going to be happy. And you're just trying to find something that, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, you might just be trying to find a new way of going about things, either with the situation or just in life. Because with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone who wants something new, something more exciting in their life. And they're trying to find a way to come about it, or come to it, rather. Next card you have is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So again, it's like you're moving forward, you're having these big changes, but it's like you want something new. Okay? And it's just, it may not be coming in for you the way you want it to. Or maybe it's a start that's taking a little longer than what you expected. You have the Two of Pentacles, which is you trying to balance things out, trying to weigh things out. Having a lot on your plate, feeling burdened. Alright. And this could have put you into hermit mode. Okay? Now, in your present moment, we have the Page of Swords. Alright, so this is you guys being very, very direct with your communication. Whether it's comfortable things that you have to tell a person or uncomfortable things that you have to tell a person, you're telling them no problem, which is a great thing. So the communication is definitely there. This card flipped. Okay, and you're standing your ground. You got the Seven of Wands. So you're definitely standing your ground with the situation. Okay. But you may feel like you have to take a break right now. Maybe from the situation in the past that made you feel so abundant, but for some reason, you know, holding you back. We do have the Lover's card in the reverse. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean, you know, a breakup with somebody. It could just mean that you're arguing a lot with someone. This could even be with business. This could be a contract not going through, or even possibly, you know, someone getting fired or someone leaving. I'm sorry, honey. Okay, but there's still communication here. With whatever this fallout is, there's still communication there. And for some reason, you're feeling good. So there may be somebody here that maybe you broke up with, that you're communicating with them, and it's making you feel good. Okay. Moving forward, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So that's somebody who's unreliable. That's somebody who's extremely charming. But, you know, especially if you get romantic with this person, don't expect them to be there the next morning, because this is someone who hits and quits. Okay, this is someone that is, could be very promiscuous, but usually they just have an imbalance in their emotions. Someone who's very difficult to be with. They're 1 second, gone the next. And it's like they're faking their happiness, or things are just simply unstable here. And it could be you being extremely, you know, unhappy with the situation. Ten of Swords in the reverse. So you're moving away from this person, okay? So there may have been breakup or fallout, and you're communicating with them, but I just feel like you're coming into a power now where you're just like, you know what, I'm good, I'm okay. And it's like you see it for what it was. You know that this wasn't a happy ending that you wanted, but you're getting over any betrayals or any deceit that was done in the past. Moving forward, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So, you know, this is your energy here, guys, where it's like you might be reckless. So just be careful, because the Knight of Swords in reverse gets himself or herself into a lot of trouble, because not only is it the fastest moving, you know, knight, but imagine being the fastest moving knight, but doing it in like a tragically, or like in a tragically bad way. Because it's like you're not thinking things out before you do it. This is kind of just like running into a situation, but not being fully equipped to deal with it. Alright? Saying things that you know you're going to regret right after you say them. And you have the Magician. So there's something that you're passionate about that you're trying to manifest, but it's making you feel a little reckless. Alright? You know what path you want to take, and the fact that that path isn't unfolding the way you want it, or maybe as quick as you want it to, I feel like it's making you guys a little anxious. Next card is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're extremely guarded. Okay. This could be in reference to this love situation. Maybe you're not completely over it. Okay, and you're trying to manifest it, and you're getting reckless because it may not be happening. But at the same time, you're also very, very guarded. But whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, we do have the Devil card at the bottom. All right, so just be careful. Make sure it's not something that's going to be detrimental to your, mental health. Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so you're extremely guarded. And I think it's against this love situation that didn't work out for you, since these cards are right below that one. All right, and there's a lot of pettiness here. There's bickering, there's arguing, there's, a lot of back and forth, people feeling like they need to have the last word, that sort of energy. And you feel like you have unfinished business with this person. That's why you haven't fully gotten over it. So that's why you're acting, that's why you may be acting up, because you may be trying to get it back into your life. But at the same time, it's like you're guarded too. So it's like you're just trying to find this balance. So you got to decide. Do you want it or do you not want it? And if you do want it, is this something that is going to serve you? Is this something that's going to make you a better person? Or is it going to put you in this endless cycle where you're constantly feeling burden and pain? Okay, because I have a back and forth feeling with this here. The last card you have is the High Priestess in the reverse. So again, is this something you want to fight for? Is this going to bring you the best results? You got to make sure of that, because it's showing that you may not be in line with what your higher self is telling you, with what your gut is telling you. Okay? The Three of Wands, where it's like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Alright, so it says that you're going to have a new start, something that you're waiting on to come back for you. But with the High Priestess in the reverse, I'm worried that it might not be the best thing for you. You are trying to build the stability, possibly with somebody who broke your heart or whose heart you broke. Alright, so the only thing that worries me is the High Priestess in the reverse. So just make sure that you're fighting for a good cause. Okay? I'm going to pull you guys an Earth Magic Oracle card and see what advice the deck has for you for August. Okay. And for those of you just tuning in, Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. What advice do you have for Aquarius for the month of August? Just move my stuff. For the month of August. Oop. Alright, I will take the one that fell. Little homie, off the table. Stillness. Beautiful. Who was it today that got that? I believe Scorpio got this card. Okay. So for some of you who are dealing with Scorpios, because water was showing up. So, stillness. What is stillness about? Okay. The subdued pastels of early morning light quietly announce that the night is over and the sun is rising. The lake itself hasn't awakened from its rest and remains still and undisturbed. It welcomes the coming day, ready to respond with grace and fluidity to whatever currents and movements appear in its belly or upon its skin. The surrounding vegetation thrives from the abundant water near the shoreline, and the unoccupied boat lies in wait for its next passenger. All is at rest in this scene. It's in the deep internal stillness that we find our being and come to know that we are intimately united with all of creation. To achieve this mindset, we must slow down once in a while and get away from the surroundings that interfere and distract our inner tranquility. When we do so, this profound stillness is available at all times, regardless of the environment. We can experience a sensation with steady, conscious breathing, or we can simply pause for a few moments and be still. The tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to this quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technological whirlpool, there seems to be no escape. However, there is no need to be a prisoner to the hurry-up syndrome Nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. No matter if the noise is from your environment or your seemingly nonstop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world, whether it is a spiritual place, in your home, or a place in nature that is far from human made noise. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness. So this is a time that you guys might just want to be still. Because remember, one of the cards that showed up in your reading was the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, with the King of Pentacles in reverse, again, that's somebody who's getting into something just because it's out of habit, just because you just need a shoulder to cry on, someone to talk to. It's doing things for convenience rather than doing them because you're passionate about it. So I do see that you guys are kind of in this back and forth situation, and there may be a person or a job or something that emotionally fulfills you, but it's kind of like in a masochistic way, because it's like it makes you feel good, but it's like the same person who destroys you is the same person that you keep running to. So I feel like it's a situation where you guys may have been talking to someone for so long, or you're just so used to a person or a situation that now it's just like, well, I don't know who I am without this person, or I don't know who I am without this job, or I don't know who I am without this friend or family member. But it's okay. You have to find out who you are without them. And that's why, the stillness comes. We get so wrapped up in, like it says, technology, checking Facebook every minute, checking YouTube every second. We get so caught up in this stuff that it's like we lose a sense of who we are. Do you guys truly know who you are? If you turn off your phone, if you don't have anybody in the room with you, if it's in complete silence and somebody puts a piece of paper in front of you and says, you cannot leave this room until you tell me who you are, how long are you going to sit in front of that piece of paper? Who are you without anybody else influencing you? Without anyone else telling you how you should live your life? If you were picked up today and brought to Earth number 2, okay, where it's a whole new set of people and you can literally be whoever you want. It's a judgment-free zone. You can do whatever you want. People are just like in this crazy utopia. What are you going to be doing? Who are you going to want to surround yourself with? What are you going to provide to the world? Think about all of that and be still. And when you feel you have your answer, go ahead and find it. Just make sure that you're not getting yourself into these situations where it's like backtracking. We always want to progress. We always want to move forward. If something didn't serve you, if an ex didn't serve you, if a job didn't serve you, then keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It was just a lesson. It was a karmic lesson. It's okay. Let it go. If it's not working, just let it go. But just make sure what you're doing, it's what your higher self would want. And the best piece of advice I can give to you guys, which is the advice that I told myself for years, just trying to get out of, bad and toxic situations, is that when we're talking to someone, especially someone who's bad for us, we do it because we're thinking about the us now. And I think that's very selfish, and I'll tell you why. Because you have to cater to the future you. All right? You have to cater to what's going to be best for your future. Look at yourself like as a baby, okay? And it's like you're setting this thing up for, this baby that's coming in the future. What are you going to do? You have to stop being so selfish and saying, okay, well, I know this person breaks my heart, but I'll be so happy if they come and sleep next to me tonight. And then what's going to happen tomorrow morning when they're not there? You're going to feel like shit all over again. So it's like this endless cycle of feeling like shit just because we want that instant gratification. But you have to think long term. All right? And in order for you to be happy and to be still and to be, just in a genuinely calm place in the future, you have to set yourself up for that. You can't sit there and say, oh, I can't wait till I'm over them and hit them up every day, because it is never going to happen. So you have to be able to put things behind you, okay? And you have to be able to start taking care of your future self, because that's where we fuck up. This is a world about instant gratification and wanting things now and just doing whatever feels good in the moment. But then we fuck ourselves up so much in the future. And you can't do yourself like that, because no one's going to hold you down the way you're going to hold you down. Hold yourself down. Stop putting yourself in shitty positions just because of other people. It's not right. You got to take care of you first. All right, guys? So that is my advice for you. I love you so much, and I hope that you guys are getting through this okay. Take care.